So Ange comes out swinging in his press conference ahead of the Chelsea match, and boy did he have a lot to say. Welcome to the presser reaction. Hi guys, hope you're doing well, and welcome to the presser reaction as Ange did basically a 20-minute presser talking about, well, him mainly. So if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well if you're new. And don't forget, check out the merch store where, come on, Greek Father, get us back to where we need to be. You can go grab that, scan that QR code, or click on the link. Okay, so there's a lot to discuss, and he had a lot to say. He had a lot to say about Spurs as well. That was quite noticeable. He opened up and talked about how Daniel Levy had told him at Spurs, we have to win a trophy. It's all about winning a trophy. And that he almost feels like he did that. The likes of Mourinho couldn't do it. The likes of Conte couldn't do it, and what have you. I still feel, on what he said about Spurs, that he's quite bitter about the way it ended at Spurs. He still thinks, I think, that he was sacked incorrectly. What he kind of said that you can kind of understand his logic, but some of it I didn't agree with, was he was talking about basically they were all in it for the Europa League last season. He was playing crappy squads for the last few games. He said he even sanctioned a 2-day party for the players before they played Brighton on the last day of the season. Now that I do not like, because like Brighton, if you think about it, Brighton weren't even that far from Forest come the end of last season, and they were just given a free win. Like, I didn't like that about him. There still needs to be a bit of professionalism that's held into place. So there was a lot of bitterness from him about Spurs. In a weird way, I did feel sorry for him. He is 4 weeks into the job. He's like, people have written him off, this, that, and the other. He's like, I kind of get what he's saying. He's saying, look, say I've had a crap start, but talking about losing my job already, like what you lot saying, talking to the media, that is. So I can't, in a weird way, I feel for him. You never want to talk about someone getting sacked. I guess with managers it's different, right? They get paid out. If I was sacked tomorrow from my job, I ain't getting a few million. So sympathy is very limited when it comes to that. But the bottom line is he has to win. And I think he knows that as well. They talked about the player buy-in, and he said that the players are on song, they're happy, they're seeing good underlying metrics and all this stuff, that the players are getting towards where he wants them to be. So a bit of the usual PR talk there as well. But on the injury front update, we can confirm to you, Murillo is back and available, Zinchenko's back and available, and most importantly, Douglas Luiz is back and available. He even said Chris Wood had a knee niggle that he picked up when he got subbed off against New Zealand, but he too should be available for this game. So in essence, you're looking at a squad that's only missing Ola Aina, and I say only very loosely. He's a huge miss. So but if you were to offer a manager at any point in the season, mate, you're going to, oh my God, he's got me saying mate now as well. You're going to have a full squad minus one player. Most managers are probably going to take that. So he's in a position where he can field a strong team. Yes, Chelsea are a good team. The expectation isn't that Forest win this one. But I'm feeling a little more optimistic, and it's mainly because Murillo and Douglas Luiz are in there. Other things he was talking about was things like he got rid of the Spursy tag. He was saying he's like Spurs tagged as Spursy for being, trophyless and what have you. I don't think he understands the meaning of that. In my opinion, Spurs finishing 17th and winning the Europa League last season is pretty much as Spursy as it gets. So there was a lot of Spurs talk. And I've seen a lot of fans saying, why are you not talking about us? It's all me when it comes to Ange Postecoglou. I would say I don't agree with that. Okay, I get it, but I don't agree with it. Here's my perspective on it. This guy's been attacked heavily. If you like him, if you hate him, if you want him in, if you don't want him in, it's been a complete media circus around him. From a human point of view, he's going to be defending himself. Also, he's deflecting it away from the players. Because the players, regardless of what Ant was saying yesterday, the players are getting away with murder right now. Because they haven't been performing. There's been Nico Williams has been outstanding. Anderson's been very good. Sells in and out, but overall decent. The rest of them, you could argue they've all had bad games and the odd good game here and there. The consistency isn't there. So when he's talking about me, he's deflecting away from the players. Whether that's a strategy or not, I don't know. Also, when you've had previous managers talking about the fans, this is my home and all of that stuff when it comes to Nottingham and everything else, this is all PR messaging that's been spun out. It's like, say this about the fans, say that about the fans. Like, I thought Cooper really did buy into the fans, the city and everything. With Nuno, I felt he was always told, mention the fans, mention the fans, mention the fans. So, like, you can't believe half the stuff managers say, right? But with Postecoglou, I just feel that because he was so agitated in this presser, there was a lot of what he was saying was kind of just pure emotional reaction as well. So I found it quite fascinating, almost just from a psychological perspective. Not that I have any qualifications in that whatsoever. So there's a lot to talk about. But the bottom line, and he acknowledges, is you got to win. Like, football is a results-based business. He got reminded about the chance against Midtjylland, and he was like, yeah, I know. He goes, but, to win football fans over, you have to win games. If we win games, that can be brought back. I don't know if I agree with him or not. I don't know how far this fan base has now gone that he would need to, for me, win or draw against Chelsea, 100% beat Bournemouth, beat Man U, and Porto, by the way, in there, and also beat, I think, Leeds is the next Premier League game after that. He's going to have to go on a W streak. And I hope he does. I I think we can do better in terms of management, but he is in here. Sean Dyche is not better for me. So this is why I'm behind him. I need to see 3 points. Come what may, I don't want Forest to lose. That's the bottom line with this. But what I do want, and what I think is hugely missing from this club right now, is just normalization. I don't even know if that's the right word. I don't even know if that makes sense. But it's just so much drama going around this club. If it's the manager, if it's being linked with other managers, if it's this player's not happy, that player's happy, and all this stuff, there's just too much going on. And, something that kind of resonated was he's like, I haven't even moved into Nottingham yet. He did make a little joke, maybe I shouldn't kind of thing, he said. But he's like, I've just got an apartment now. He was living in temporary accommodation and what have you. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for him. They brought up his record against Chelsea, played 4, lost 4. One of those games was the infamous one where they got a couple men sent off and he was still kind of gun-ho tactics going on it. But what was interesting is he started off with maybe I just don't fit. And he said he wasn't talking specifically about Forest. He was talking about just this whole media circus, the Premier League circus, and everything else. So look, it was an interesting press conference. I think everyone expected him to come out swinging. But he's made it to Chelsea. And for me now, we need the 3 points. The Ange show, the sacking show, all this show, it means nothing. We can debate all of that from 2:30 onwards after Saturday. Right now, for me, the focus is let's get at least a point out of this game, if that's even feasible, and let's see what happens. But give me your thoughts on it. How are you feeling going into tomorrow? Are you apprehensive? Is there that little bit in you, just like me, or I think everything's so going against us right now that, speaking of Spursy stuff, let's talk about Foresty stuff. The most Forest thing to do right now would be go and win this game. And I got a sneaky feeling we just might. Maybe I'm crazy. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. Much love to all you guys. And we'll see you for the game tomorrow. Come on, you Reds.